Okay, so hear me out. I'm in bed, all cramping like crazy. Guys, ladies, what do you use to ease your cramping? And what do you do on days when it is, you know how cramps and the whole period thing can be very frustrating? So, what do you do? Your girl needs help, okay? Anyway, apart from that, I wanted to talk about something that not many creators are comfortable talking about, or it's something that they don't discuss often. But the struggles of being a content creator is crazy. It is real, and it's very frustrating. It's literally very, very, very frustrating. Ignore my ignore my background things. Anyway, this is my hair. I did a retie just yesterday. Anyway, let's get into the struggles that most creators go through in Uganda, especially in Uganda, like trying to stay consistent amidst everything that is going on in our lives is one of the hardest things that we have to deal with. Because our audience demands a particular type of editing or a particular type of videos and what's not. And then you, as an individual, you have things that you like to vlog about. You have a life outside of what they see on YouTube. In my case, I think I would be doing much, much, much better if I was more consistent, like if I was putting up a video every day. I don't know. No. But the struggle is real. To find content every single day is not one of the cups of tea. Yes, YouTube money is very nice. Like, there is nothing as sweet as YouTube money, because all I have to do is post a few videos a week, maybe 2-3 videos, and I am earning my salary just as somebody who is working in an office or 5 to 9 or even better. But the struggle to actually get content to post every single time, and then you have to edit it, I can't explain. And when you're doing content, most people assume that because you're doing content, so you are basically lucky. But the struggle of editing that content, first of all, you have to struggle with coming up with a concept and how you're going to vlog and bring it to life. Mwebadia mpola mpola. Yeah, as I was saying, after you come up with the idea of vlogging, and then how to edit it and make it enticing to your audience, nobody is going to talk about that. And people who have the advantage to travel might be a little privileged, but for somebody like me who is at my home and I have to get content to show you every day, the struggle is real. It is real. And then the other struggle is basically editing, because when you do a video and you have to edit it, it's not the most fun thing to do. Editing is not fun, because first of all, you need to be in a good mood to be able to edit a video properly. Like, you need to be in a good mood. I don't know how to express it, but in a good mood. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I think you need to be really in a good mood to be able to edit those videos. And then, you know, there are so many things that are going on in your life, and there's so many things you're trying to deal with and to focus. And now for my case, when I didn't have children, it was a bit calm in the house. But now, all over a sudden, I have kids, my neighbors' kids, my goddaughters. Focusing is becoming a bit of a problem. The other struggle as we face as content creators, especially content creators in Uganda, is the data. Call it Wi-Fi, but here in Uganda we call it data. Data is very expensive, like very expensive. And because we have different networks or providers of Wi-Fi or internet, it becomes very challenging and very expensive to maintain every single month. Now, for somebody like me who has no Wi-Fi, I use data, I use MTN data. It means the least I have to use a month is 100,000 Ugandan shillings. And I don't know how much that is in dollars, but that is like the least I can use in a month. If at all I'm uploading videos on a daily basis, like sometimes I try to upload every day. Yeah. And it is very frustrating to deal with, you know, the data thing. And also the networks are usually very bad. For example, if I do this video, I might upload this video for a whole 1 hour or 30 minutes. And that means I'm spending more data, and that means I'm spending more time on the phone trying to upload the video, which is very draining because the network is poor most times. And then the network provider or data providers can choose to just disconnect you without any warnings. It's just not for the weak. It's just not for the weak. But in the comment section below, you can let me know how you're dealing with this crisis. You can let me know how you're dealing with this, because as for me, I find it a bit challenging sometimes. And now somebody will be like, oh, but you're earning the money from YouTube. How come you're complaining about the price? Let me tell you about, I'm trying to be as open and realistic as possible when it comes to this YouTube thing. So, and this adds to challenge number 4. It is not a consistent income type of... No, it's not. It's consistent, but not stable, if you know what I mean. For example, I can make $300 this month. Next month, I make $500. And then the next other month, I make $100 or less, depending on how the videos are moving or performing, depending on how you're viewing the videos. And then remember, when I get that money on my account, the government takes a particular percentage. Is it like 13% or something? And then also YouTube takes a particular percentage of the money that you've made. So it is not something that you can... When you're just starting out, I'm talking about us who are struggling with content, you know, to make it our, you know, living lifestyle. It becomes a bit complicated, especially because you have other constant bills that don't change. In my case, I'm lucky I don't have to pay rent, but there are so many of other content creators who are just starting out and they have to deal with rent, fees, school, so many different things. So it becomes a bit difficult for you to count on your YouTube. So that's where I start advising content creators, especially the starting ones, that if you have a spare job, if you have a job, please make plans before you join full-time content creating. Yes, it pays, but it can take a toll on you for the first few months, and then it's not consistent, because one month you can make $10,000 and then the next month you make only 1,000 or only 500 or only $100. So the fact that it is not consistent, no stable, is a whole huge challenge, especially for me in my case, because the times that I do videos and I get really good money, and then the following month it's not something that I can count on. But I know with you guys watching, I will start getting better, So yes, that's a whole huge challenge, which means you have to come up with a spare, an alternative job or a business or side hustle. Use your platform to sell something. It is something I'm advising you, but something I'm not doing yet. So I hope somebody teaches or tells me what I can sell. I hope somebody tells me what I can sell to you guys, so I can make an extra income off of YouTube. So yeah, those are some of the challenges. And then the other challenges are the gadgets we use. So in my case, I'm using a phone, but there are other options. So why are those options a challenge? Is because different countries have different laws and rules on the gadgets we use. For example, if you're using a drone, you need a license in Uganda to be able to fly your drone, and it is limited. Like there are areas that will not allow you to fly your drone, but will allow you to vlog with a phone. And then somebody like me who is using a phone, I literally am undermined because I'm using a phone, so nobody takes me serious, really. They're like, a phone? What is she doing? And you have to, when you get a GoPro or a DJI, and then they start, sometimes you can go to ask for interviews from somebody, and then they are looking at the gadgets you have, and then they'll start questioning or doubting your creativity and something like that. So that is also a very big challenge for somebody like myself. So most of the challenges I'm telling you are the challenges that I personally have faced so far in my journey of being a content creator here on YouTube. So it's all not rosy, but also I'd rather do YouTube a million times than getting a 9-to-5 job, because YouTube allows me to do other things. Like I have a poultry farm on a side, which I really appreciate, which a 9-to-5 job will not give me. And also YouTube can give me a pass to travel to anywhere I want, even if you guys don't watch my travel vlogs, which is very annoying. Which is very annoying and very challenging. So yeah, I think those are the struggles, like actual struggles. And then finding the best thumbnails for you and keeping it constant, that you come back for the videos, it is very, very difficult. And then the other challenge is trying to prove every viewer, because everybody leaves a comment and they expect you to respond to all the comments. And if they had a suggestion for a video, they expect you to do that video. And then they forget that YouTube is like any other business. You must invest in money. For example, if you ask me to do a video with Beatrice, I have to travel from here to Beatrice's place, then organize where I'm going to sleep, organize all those things. If you ask me to go to Fort Portal, for example, or Ginger or whatever, I'll have to find money for the transportation, for food, for accommodation, for all those things, and which is something that you cannot explain to your viewers. Otherwise, they will think you're trying to beg or trying to take advantage of them. But the real deal here is the income bit of it becomes a bit of a challenge. And then, yeah, the challenges are, they are countless. That's all I can tell you. But also the good things are also very, very, very many. In the next video, maybe I should tell you how much I earn on a monthly basis without lying to you, and how I receive the money and that sort of information. But if I had a child that wants to do YouTube or social media, I would definitely recommend and teach them how to do it, because there is no limitation on the amount of money you can get a month if God blesses you. So I'm still waiting for my special kind of blessing from God so I can take off. Other than that, my lovely people, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching and for loving me. I appreciate you so much. God bless you. Bye.